Hey guys, I didn't think I was going to be making this video, but I felt like it was worth talking about. Definitely worth talking about, actually. Just watched, yesterday I watched The Dragon Prince, the first season. Hopefully it's not the only season. Um, yeah, I watched it yesterday within like 3 hours. Like I just binged through the whole thing. It was only 9 episodes, and each episode was like 25 minutes long. Um, I really, really liked it a lot, actually. And I think that everybody who is an Avatar fan should watch it. I really, really do think that you guys should watch it. I know most of my subscribers are Avatar fans. I mean, all of you guys are, really. Let's be honest. Um, but yeah, I really hope that this show takes off like with a big fandom. Not that I really care about fandoms anymore. I mean, I've tried to stay away from them, but I think that fandoms are nice because while I don't like how obsessive fandoms get and how annoying they get about dumb shit like shipping and shit like that, I think that fandoms are good in the sense that it helps people connect about a show that they like or a movie or whatever. Um, but yeah, I really hope that this takes off and gets bigger legs and you see and hear more from it, and it becomes a thing. Because Voltron Legendary Defender, that has garnered a little bit of a following. Actually, I wouldn't say it's nearly as big as Avatar or even The Legend of Korra, um, but I think that it has really significantly gotten a huge fandom. Maybe it's even bigger than I thought, or than I think it is. I know it's big, but I don't think it's that big. But maybe I'm wrong. But I really do hope that the Dragon Prince gets this big following because I really, really, really enjoyed it. And it was only 9 episodes, and it felt like just consistently good all the way through. I really, really liked it. I know that a lot of people were complaining about the animation. Here's the thing. Now, I I would say the majority of people that I've seen comment about, the trailers and whatnot, they have said negative things about the animation. I get it. I understand. I really do. Like, I mean, come on. You look at it and one second you're like, "Wow, this is different." My problem is people don't seem to realize that it's a stylistic choice. And it's actually kind of fucking annoying, honestly. It's very irritating to me that people can't distinguish a bad frame rate from a stylistic choice. I really don't understand why people can't figure that out. I don't know whether or not the show would look better if it was a full 60 FPS. I mean, I'm saying 60 FPS, but really it's going to be like 30. Um, like smoothness. I mean, I don't know what the show would look like. I'm sure it would look great too, but I'm fine with this low frame rate style of animation. I think it's fine. I know that on first glance, I was like, oh, okay, that's different. It's whatever. But I swear to God, when you're watching the show, it really doesn't become a problem at all. It's very, very adjustable. You watch like maybe an episode, maybe even halfway through the first episode, and you adjust to it. I mean, it's really trying to emulate 2D animation, how 2D animation is limited for television, and how there's less frames and stuff. That's what it's trying to emulate, guys. It's not a bad budget or anything like that. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. It's a stylistic choice, and if you don't like it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with not liking it, but don't say that it's bad because it's not 30 frames a second or 60 or whatever. I think it looks personally pretty damn good, and I understand the backlash, but I think that people are really missing the point, like completely missing it. Um, I've seen somebody say that it was inconsistent, which is just incorrect because the word inconsistent means that it's not the same all the way through. It's not consistently the same all the way through. which is just wrong because the animation is consistent all the way through. It is the same style all the way through, so poor choice of words there. But yeah, it's different. I like it, and I think people should give it a chance. As for story and characters, I think it's really, really, really strong for a starting season. There are a lot of great character moments. I really, really love the pacing of the show. The fantasy element is fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm 100% sure it's going to get way better in the other seasons. They're going to develop a whole bunch of crap, and it's going to be awesome. It's fine now. At this very point, it's okay. Like, it's serviceable fantasy elements, whatever. It's cool. It's going to get better, though. I know that it is. I mean, I have full faith in the people that are behind the show to deliver. And as a start, this is really, really solid. I really like the character Rayla. I think that she's easily the most interesting character out of the three, and they're all pretty interesting. I'd say that Ezran, I think that was his name. He's the young kid. He's probably the least interesting, but he's fine. He's not a big character. I think that he's just by default the least interesting because of just the least amount of things going on with his character. But he has some good moments too. Callum is a great character. I really like him. There's actually a lot of Sokka in him, but it's not a carbon copy of Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is a little weird, but it's also kind of cool because his voice actor is Jack DeSena, who actually played Sokka. And I know that it's been a while since Jack DeSena played Sokka. He was a lot younger. This was like 10 years ago that he ended his role. He still sounds the same. I mean, I've heard him in other work way later. Like, I've heard him in YouTube videos from like last year, and he sounds more gruff and older, and he looks a lot older. So like, I was really surprised to hear that his voice, he's able to do that voice still. He's able to sound like Sokka. Like, it doesn't have any rasp to it. It's Sokka. Like, it really sounds, he sounds young, and I'm really impressed with how he's able to do that. I mean, he's a lot older now. But yeah, like, the characters are really good. I know I just mainly talked about how Callum sounds a lot like Sokka, but I really like how Callum feels like he's inadequate, and this stuff on surface level, I think, is like, okay, that's standard for a story, but they do a lot of things with it, and I'm not going to go into too much detail right now, but I really like all the characters. I've also seen some people say that I'm not gonna say some people, but I saw somebody say that it was the story seemed like a thinly veiled copy of Avatar, and you couldn't be more incorrect. I feel like there are so many huge differences to this story. I mean, like, the setup of magic, with like different tiers of magic is so not original to Avatar. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, the four elements in Avatar feels very much like the four houses in Harry Potter and whatever. I mean, like, this is nothing new, guys. I mean, you could say a whole bunch of stuff about Avatar and how that's a carbon copy of Game of Thrones and whatever, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. But, that would be foolish and kind of stupid to say something like that. This story is very different enough to Avatar that I wasn't once thinking at all that it felt like Avatar. I mean, tonally it does. Of course it does. It's written by Aaron Ehasz and, well, really co-created by him too. And Giancarlo Volpe is one of the directors. Like, it's Avatar-ish. But it's not, the story's not really that much Avatar. There are stories besides Avatar that have a plucky group of heroes that set out on an adventure to do something. That doesn't mean that it's an Avatar ripoff. And I think that if you're going to be like that kind of person, you're wrong and you're really missing the point. And yeah, I just think that there's a lot of potential here for a really, really great show. It's really, really solid. I think that the animation, if you don't like it at first, it definitely grows on you, and it really does look good. Honestly, there were quite a few shots that I thought looked brilliant, like really, really high quality, and I was amazed by it. And it also seemed like a lot of the backgrounds were painted. I mean, not actual paint, but like digitally painted, like an Avatar background or just another animated series. It was really, really great, actually, and I think that they executed it very, very well. I mean, if you like Avatar's animation better, of course, like I get it. I mean, it's 2D animation, and it's not even just 2D animation. It's 2D animation made by a very talented company. So if you prefer that, that's fine. Like I get it, but I think that this is really great too. It doesn't look like low budget motion capture garbage like RWBY does. It looks like a lot of effort was put into the directing, the facial expressions, the movement, the action, the choreography, everything. It looks very, very well done. And I really don't know what people are talking about, honestly. Yeah, so I highly recommend it. I mean, if you're an Aaron Ehas fan, if you're one of those guys that are just like, oh man, Aaron Ehas is the only person that made Avatar good, then hey, man, you're either gonna like this show or you're gonna love it. I really can't think of a single bad thing about it. I really can't. I mean, it's the first 9 episodes in a series that has a lot of potential, backed by an incredibly talented team. And I can't wait for more. I really can't. And I think that whoever is watching this, my subscribers or not, you really got to give this a chance. Don't listen to people that are saying, "Oh man, it's a thinly veiled ripoff of Avatar, and none of the characters are gripping," or you know, who you know the kind of people I'm talking about. Just don't listen to it. Give it a shot. It's good. I promise you, it wouldn't lead you astray. It's decent. Even if you're not gonna love it, I think that you're gonna like it. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it, and my thoughts on certain people saying certain things about it, especially with the animation, because that's tired, in my opinion, to say the things that have been said already. So yeah, thanks for watching. Watch The Dragon Prince. It's pretty great. And see you next video. That's probably going to be a video game video, even though that I mainly made this channel Avatar based, but it's still going to be a gaming video because I like making gaming videos. Thanks.